What are you doing here?
I didn't know it would play.
Stop it. Turn it up.
I just like the title.
I don't like it. No. The Wizard of Lies.
With Robert De Niro.
Interesting.
Yeah. Who's that in the background?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Is that Michelle Pfeiffer?
That is Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh. Interesting.
I have good eyesight.
I'm seeing double.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't drink. Just stop drinking altogether.
I have a Euro trip. Never drinking again.
Never drinking again. You want to take us in, Tommy?
This is Tommy.
This is Jacob. This is Tommy and Jacob's mixtape.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, hi.
Hello. How are you doing?
Yeah, startled me there, Tommy.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Dallum.
Hi, everyone. Yeah. Sorry. We'll get there.
Yeah, we're gonna pull through. We're gonna pull through. I believe in us.
All the energy is going to be like the last 10 minutes.
Chugging that Red Bull.
Oh, yeah.
It'll hit you a little bit quicker. You gotta believe. Believe, Tommy. Believe.
All right. What are we talking about today?
Believing.
Imagination.
Charlie.
Really, what are we talking about today?
Today, we are... I kind of wanted to call it like dream reboots is kind of the thing. You know, it's like... okay. We're talking about nostalgia. We're going to get our nostalgia boner on today.
About animation specifically.
Yeah. Is all mine animation? Yeah. I almost put Power Rangers on my list, but I was like, oh, God.
They already did, though.
Yeah, but I also want it to be better. Also, I'm really sad that movie didn't go anywhere. I thought the movie was fun. I liked it.
I liked it, too. I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really liked it, and I thought it was not a bad rendition of it.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
But, boo.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So to clarify... We kind of each made an individual list of animation shows that we would like to see in today, basically. Things that maybe they're great as they are, obviously, but maybe just an update.
Yeah.
Whether it be animation or change it to a live action, whatever it might be. We just had a couple ideas that we were going to go back and forth about.
Before we get into that, though, how about a check-in? How you doing? What you been doing?
Drinking too much.
Both of us, yeah. Just to let everybody know, we had a night of drinking together last night. That
feeling today.
Yeah.
Well, Jacob and I have been playing RE Village, Resident Evil Village together, which I haven't done a video game like that in a very long time.
Like, what do you mean? Like a horror game like that?
No,
or
like play with a friend.
Yeah, neither
physically in the same room.
It actually was kind of interesting. It's like I was at home and I started playing some stuff and I was like, I wish Tommy was here.
Yeah, like,
I was like, I don't. It's like not fun.
I forgot
by myself now.
I forgot how much fun it is to do that for only certain games. Like I wouldn't want to sit there and play Assassin's Creed like that.
That's fair, yeah.
Like an open world game, obviously. You got two more.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold them in. I'm trying not to cough for you guys anymore, right? And I was my last editing session. I was like, oh God, why am I coughing so much?
I need to stop saying phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
I say that a lot.
Really?
I say it a lot. It's annoying. But yeah, so we have been playing Resident Evil together, and it's very fun. We are basically the last bit, I think.
From what I can gather from talking with Chris, yeah, we're more or less at the end of it. Also, I figured out this might be a little bit of a spoiler if you guys haven't played it, but also you probably want to know this. I found out the exact moment when you can't go back into the castle.
I was going to bring that up. If you are planning on playing it, make sure you do the entire castle in one go because you can't go back to it.
Yeah, once you're done. So once you pick up the dagger in the coffin, there is no more going back into the castle.
Oh, that's the moment?
That's the moment.
Okay. So, yeah, if you go to grab the dagger, make sure you got everything done because we were
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you haven't played it, you will know what I'm talking about when you see it.
It's very obvious.
It's very clearly a dagger in a coffin. It's a dagger in a coffin.
So that's what I've been doing. And then I've also been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah, I actually, because I realized I bought the first Resident Evil remake a long time ago, or maybe I got it for free or something for PlayStation Plus. I'm not sure, but it was
Resident Evil 1.
Yeah, Resident Evil 1. I think it was.
I didn't know they remade that.
It's a fit. I mean, it was like 2011 remake. Oh no. It was a GameCube remake. Sorry. So it's like, but then it was like
it's such an old remake that it could use a remake.
Exactly, 100% true. Because also it's not in third person; it's still in the format of the original Resident Evil games,
Like the fixed camera thing.
Yes, and it's really frustrating.
Yeah,
because of that.
I don't know why that's.
And like, I want to keep playing it. Like, I played it for a couple of hours, and like, I forced myself to stop because I think I had to go to bed. I can't remember. But like, because you know me with video games, I will just play marathon without even forgetting to eat, forgetting to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, it can be problematic. So, but like, I was also like, I started with Chris Redfield, and he only has 6 slots in his inventory. And if you pick up the wrong item, like for like a puzzle at the wrong time, it's just in your inventory. And if you run out of handgun ammo, so if you run out of handgun ammo and you find handgun ammo, it doesn't just automatically put it in your gun. You have to have an inventory slot open for the handgun ammo to sit in for you to then combine into your handgun to reload your fucking handgun. This game really bad needs a good remake. But it is also a great story, and the iconic first zombie. I would love for us to just like play the beginning of it, because I would love for you to experience that iconic first zombie cutscene.
Now that I'm like getting into the RE series,
yeah, and I would love for them to remake this game as well, because hey, actually, this kind of fits into our reboot stuff too. Isn't that nice? I would love for them to remake this game today, because I would love to see what they would do for that iconic first zombie cutscene.
Yeah, no reference point, but sure.
I mean, yeah, you've seen it. I guarantee you've actually seen this like thing, because it's like just like the grazed bald zombie, while it's like the back of its head, and it slowly turns and looks at you into the camera type thing. Like, yeah. I mean,
no recollection of what you're talking
interesting.
about.
Actually, I feel like you would like. I feel like it would be something that you had seen just like through the course of your, not playing the game, but like somebody using it.
Yeah, like the end of like Fight Club. People know the end of Fight Club. They've never seen it. Yeah.
But yeah,
pop culture.
Whoa. My shadow scared me.
I'm having a hard time keeping my head up. It's an effort.
Like, yeah.
My neck is just like, no, up. It's weird. I'm very aware of my neck.
I promise you, we're not on mushrooms.
We're just old and drink too much.
All right, let's get into our lists of stuff.
Okay.
Let's do our quick shout outs. We have a same shout out of something we would like to see a reboot of.
Aren't we doing that at the end?
No, let's do the shout outs. Just quick shout outs. Because we both want to see a reboot of Reboot.
Yeah, like that'd be cool.
If you're not familiar with what Reboot is, it was a mid-90s, actually Canadian animated.
I think you brought it up.
Animated. I brought it up a long time ago. I don't know.
Johnny Mnemonic.
I did, didn't I?
It was Johnny Mnemonic that I think you talked about it, because I had completely forgotten about it until then.
But yeah, that would be fun. Bob and Dot and what's the kid's name?
I don't remember. Anymore.
Icarus? No. Something, I don't know. But it'd be fun to see, like, now with like technology, computer animated graphics, see what they do with that.
But that's one of those things too. I feel like a lot of these we're going to bring up, but a part of what made it so cool was the graphics, and
because of what they did with the
time.
Limit of it.
Yeah. You know, and I have one on my actual my list that I'm very torn about it, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. What about what's a quick shout out that you got another one?
I wanted to say She-Ra, but apparently they did that already.
Yeah, that was 2018.
Yeah, that was my big one. I was like, oh yeah, because of Masters of the Universe, like cool.
Oh yeah, I guess we'll do these shout outs and then I'll talk about.
I wanted a She-Ra one, but apparently that already happened in 2018. So that's one of my
get with the program, man.
For real. And then I guess my biggest shout out also, because they already did a comic book version of it, but I just want it back on the screen. Invader Zim. I think they need to bring that back, especially after its hastily cancellation and everything.
Yeah, that would be cool. Also, I love Jonan Vasquez. I think is
Vasquez. Yeah, I don't know the first name, but
Johannan or Johannan.
I don't know.
Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Vasquez, yeah, because I loved. Like, dude, I would love to see a Johnny the Homicidal Maniac cartoon with
That'd
Squee.
be cool.
Oh
That'd
my
be cool.
god! Oh, Squee's kind of a fun character inside of Invader Zim as well. I think I haven't watched all of Invaders.
Squee's in it?
I think he has a quick cameo. I think he's one of the kids in the class. Like his character design is in there.
Oh, interesting.
I
that
think
makes sense.
I think. Don't quote me on that.
I would be very surprised if that's not a thing.
Like you would be, yeah. Okay, yeah.
If that
I had to follow here, like
follow the bouncing ball. Any shout out for you?
I'm aware of my neck. Sorry.
No, seriously. Dude.
Yeah. One more. This is actually for my buddy Chris. He said I was talking to him. I was like, "What would you want to see?" And he was like, "Mighty Max." I mean, it's I love that he just immediately went to that.
That's what
because that's
thought
a pretty
about this.
obscure. It's a pretty obscure 90s cartoon. And if you're not my age, if you're younger than me, you may not even know what Mighty Max is. And it was definitely a TV show, kind of like He-Man, TV show that was based off of a series of toys. And it's literally like this little miniature dude or kid, Mighty Max. And he's set in weird sci-fi horror themed adventures with these little pocket worlds that he's in.
Oh,
so it's
I had one of these.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about now.
I do. Yeah. They were those little. You unfold them.
You unfold it, and then there's a thing where so you could sit, there would be little hooks or little things for them set up into a world. There'd be a little tiny miniature bad guy for him to fight. Yeah, I had the snake one.
Yeah.
I also had the
There's a Super Nintendo game.
Yeah, there is. I forgot about that. That's based on the cartoon series. Yeah, I had that one that's open right there. That's the dragon one. And then I
had one of these.
And I had the spider one.
I don't remember which one I had. But I know I had one from third party in the sense I got one from a Goodwill.
Oh, word.
So there was nothing in it.
Oh, so you didn't understand what it was.
No, I just thought it was cool.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I remember thinking this is really cool, but I remember
you didn't have Mighty Max with it, so you didn't know it was Mighty Max.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I remember the indentation. I remember seeing the indentations where they would be. You could put the character.
But
I did. Because I remember the the emblem on the snake. That's so weird. Yeah.
Did you have the snake one?
I don't remember. I remember that though.
Yeah.
I remember that emblem. Okay, cool. I totally had one of these. I just had no reference point to it.
That's interesting.
How weird is that?
Yeah.
It's so weird. As soon as you start describing the fact that they unfold.
It's interesting is because this is the 90s there, where gender was just still a binary thing. The female counterpart to this was Polly Pocket. So if you look at there's Polly Pocket right there, click on Polly Pocket in the corner. right above the video game. There's pictures for Polly Pocket.
This one?
No. Up.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's a Polly Pockets.
Yeah, but it's the same.
It's the same thing, but now it's all pink.
But it's the girl version.
It's the girl one,
unquote.
and it's about the girl, Polly, who has her little house with her friends, and it's more.
And then there's the boy one.
The boy one who's on adventures, and he's fighting mummies and dragons. And
Interesting.
And actually, what's really amusing is when I was a kid, one of this girl that my mom would babysit pretty much every Friday. So she was same age as me. Her name was Drielle. And she had Polly Pockets, and I had Mighty Maxes. So we would play the Polly Pocket Mighty Max.
Weird. Is it the same company?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 100. Okay.
Yeah. No, there was
because there's
one for boys, one for girls.
There's a Polly Pocket TV show. I'm assuming.
Yeah, there was. But Polly Pocket also that had same indentation stuff.
Yeah.
So she could fit into the Mighty Max world, and vice versa. Mighty Max is little thick feet could fit into the Polly Pocket world as well.
Huh. Interesting. Cool. So that's Chris's.
Yeah. Well, those were the shout outs. Well, we went deep into that for a second.
All right. Let's start with our little dream.
Well, really quick, what inspired this was...
Oh, yeah. Sorry, that was aggressive. What?
I'm aware of my neck right now, all right?
I'm using my microphone to kind of support.
So what inspired this was I recently watched Masters of the Universe Revelation, which is which
he highly recommends.
I highly recommend. It's the He-Man remake on Netflix. I don't want to spoil anything for people that want to watch it because it does actually have a big twist.
Okay.
But what is really cool is it follows a little bit more of Tila. And if you don't remember who Tila was, she was the captain of the Royal Guard.
Okay.
So it's more about her journey and her search for the Sword of Power. And if you know what the Sword of Power is, that's He-Man's sword. Why is she searching for it? Oh, I don't know. Maybe you can watch it and you'll find out.
Next week
on Masters of the Universe. But also, and I think we'll, before this episode is released, we'll have like a little mini review of it.
Yeah, we definitely will.
On Instagram for you guys to read as well.
And just a little fun thing that I didn't realize, Skeletor is played by Mark Hamill.
Yes.
Which is awesome. I'm like, I can't think of anyone better to...
He-Man!
Yeah, like, I think that's good. I love that he did it, too. Like,
of course. Dude, yeah, he's like...
He's such a nerd.
He is such a nerd.
He's such a nerd. I love him.
You know, he plays Bert Kreischer's dad in this movie, the Machine movie, that Bert Kreischer's
dad?
He's playing Bert Kreischer's dad.
God, he's so old. He's just one of those people. When I think of him in my mind's eye, I see Luke.
Yeah, I mean,
totally on the desert of Tatooine.
I also see the Guyver, but that's the Guyver. I want to see a good remake of that. We'll talk. That's for another day.
So, out of your animation list,
yes.
What would you like to start with? What is a dream that you would?
So I will start off with
And we haven't really discussed these, just so you guys know.
Yeah. But we do. Our number one is the same, so...
Yeah, we'll save that for the last.
Yeah. I will actually start off with SWAT Cats, which... Do you want to look it up so we can, like... Yeah, keep the searching going. If you guys aren't familiar with SWAT Cats, it's spelled with a K, by the way. But yeah, you can get it right there. It was... it was Hanna-Barbera cartoon, but it was on Cartoon Network from like
I remember
the
mid-90s.
Man,
you're really stringing some fucking nostalgia for me. I remember this.
So they're essentially like they were like junkyard workers, but they were also like in like a stealth fighter like airplane, like superhero cats for, I forget the name of the city, but it was like Cat City or something. I think it was called Cat City actually, now that I think about it. But I don't know, just like, I really liked the show when I was a kid, and that's a weird Rule 34, Rule 63, I guess. What the fuck?
I was thinking it this whole time too. I'm like, yep, that's gonna go. Like, I was like, this is
gonna get weird.
This is gonna get weird. Thunder thighs.
Jesus Christ. It's SWAT Cats, not Thundercats. Thundercats is later. Anywho, yeah, I really think this would be fun. And if you guys are like, it's like a smaller cat and a bigger cat, and they would wear like blue like flight suits and like fight an evil cat sorcerer, and then there was an evil cat bureaucrat and a cat reporter.
I we get it, they're cats. You don't need to keep saying cat. No, I do remember this. I don't remember actually. I'm sure I watched it.
This is definitely one where I think it would be just a cool, fun like remake. Like they could probably explore some more, like, you know,
like I think I remember his voice.
What the brown cat right there? Yeah, I think he had like a very deep, commanding voice.
Yeah, like I can kind of weirdly hear him.
Razor T-Bone. Nah, that's not good. Anywho,
cool.
Yeah, I think yeah.
And so that was it. It's so SWAT Cats is like an action adventure cartoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty generic, but I thought it was fun. It went on for like 2 seasons, and then there was a Kickstarter in 2015. When they wanted to, the creator wanted to like do a TV movie to like finish the story.
Huh.
And I feel like from what I read, it seemed like it got enough money for it, but nothing has come of it yet.
Oh, interesting.
So I always kind of wondered what that with like Kickstarters or like GoFundMe's, like people put like someone like people will raise like $50,000, and then if they can't really do the project, does that money go back to the people? Because that's the money you put money in for a product, but you have no control over where that like people get. That's how people just get ripped off, you know?
Yeah.
I need to fucking make some scams is what I need to do.
Because I did one for a video game and it ended up coming out.
Like you put money into one.
to a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the game was now because I never ended up playing it. But I appreciated.
That's funny.
I just appreciate what they were doing,
That's fair. Yeah.
and I liked that they were like a ground up. God, what was the game? It'll come to me like tomorrow. I'll be like, there it is. Cool.
What do you got?
I think I'm gonna start off with my most excited one that I think would be really cool. I would love them to redo Doug,
Okay.
but I've been calling it give Doug the Riverdale treatment.
Do you want it live action?
Live action,
Okay.
and then also tie in the fan theory about Doug
Which one is that?
that he is schizophrenic.
I've never seen that fan theory.
You never seen that?
No, I've never read that. What?
So because of his adventures that he goes on, and someone pointed out that it might all just be in his head, like he's just imagining these things.
Well, I mean, there's already weird imaginations and like things in his head.
Yeah, but someone like I would like a Riverdale treatment of it, make it like a teen drama based on mental health.
Interesting.
And
I feel like it would kind of fall into more of a Scrubs world though, because he already has that. He has those like mental like flash, like the cut scenes that like JD had in Scrubs.
Totally. So it's like I only say that because I remember that fan theory went really dark, and it was like
That is very dark.
that he's schizophrenic, and it's like I don't necessarily need that to happen, but I think a Riverdale and have kind of the theme be teenage mental health.
I mean, you could go into a lot of stuff that you can even start talking about with gender politics. And,
Yeah, like
be
I
very,
think
very, very be pro queer theory and
I
whatnot.
think with the imagination aspect, Doug could do very well, and I think a live action would be cool too. And I even like the idea of
Cole Sprouse is Doug. Sorry,
who's that?
Cole Sprouse.
Yeah,
He's the
twin
one twins from Friends.
in River.
Oh, yeah, he's also in Riverdale. That's right. That's right.
I forgot about that. He's in Riverdale, or one of them. I don't know which one is. But yeah, I just think that it would be very interesting to like keep this imagination thing, and then also just because people, I feel like teenage mental health is really glossed over and forgotten.
Yeah, I mean, glossed over, definitely not forgotten.
Yeah, I think. Well, okay. I think in the real world, like a lot of the time, these kids, like I could have definitely done with some therapy back in high school.
Oh, yeah, you definitely could have.
Like, and I think that it'd be really cool to have this representation of it, but also in this fantastical world would make it very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And just you could do like Doug is awesome, and you could do a lot with it, and you could have some really good, important like messages being like.
So, doing this as live action, are we painting people's skin color green?
I think that's what I was thinking about too. I was like, no, but I think it would be perfect because then you could have the bully,
Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Thank you.
Funny.
You could have Roger just as like normal everyday dude, but in the imagination sequences, he becomes green. He becomes more monstrous from Doug, the beholder of the bully.
Beholder of the bully.
So like when he reimagines these situations or is explaining them, you see Roger as this green monster.
Yeah, word.
But he's just a normal guy and others, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really like dive into this imagination aspect to it.
All right.
And how you may not think it's a big deal, but to the beholder, which would be Doug in this situation, this situation that you thought is just harmless hazing, basically, is way more to him.
Yeah. Okay.
And when he reimagines it, yeah, I really think that you could do something with that.
I think you're definitely onto something with that, and I think that's actually a really interesting way to reapproach Doug.
Yeah,
because like there was a big thing about that show. It not only was it just like a very fun, comical kids show or young adults, like young or preteen tweeny show. It definitely did have there was a moral to it, with him writing into his journal. There was a lesson for him to learn throughout it and whatnot, like whether it be friendship or
more friendship and young love. And, and I just think that with this rise that we have had in teenage drama, I think Doug would be a really interesting one, and you could go ridiculous with it because of the imagination aspect.
What'd be interesting is you could even revert it and not even call it Doug, but base it around, because it'd be around more the world of it. I'm trying to remember what the name of the town was. I mean, that's too on the nose with Riverdale in a way, I guess. But or even have it focus on like Skeeter or Patty Mayonnaise, or have Roger be the main character.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like I think they would all be the main character.
Yeah.
So like you said, don't call it Doug. Call it the name of the town. Like, and that's the thing. I'm calling it the Riverdale treatment because I want them to do what they did with Riverdale because Riverdale got ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it didn't really work anymore. It got too weird. But with Doug, you can get weird because it is about a person's imagination. And so I think that's mine.
Cool. I like it.
That's my main one that
I like it. I like it. All right. I guess I'll move on to my number 4.
What do you got next?
Captain Planet, which I think
who does the who is it again that plays Captain Planet like on SNL or
it was Don Cheadle.
Yeah, Don Cheadle.
Yeah. It was great. It was funny. There's I also think about like there's an old Robot Chicken sketch where Ted Turner like
Captain Planet.
Captain Planet. Yeah.
Is that Ted Turner?
Yeah, he was supposed to. Yeah. Why is he dressed like?
No, remember? Yeah, he's coming through the zip line.
Yeah, is that Ted Turner?
Captain Planet. He just starts kicking him. Yeah. Captain Planet.
But I think, just because the show, it was a great show for kids to learn about, like, the environment and like, eco-positive type stuff and whatnot. There's been a lot of progress of like technology like since then for like like going green and like solar panel stuff and whatnot. I feel like it would be a really good show today to kind of and also just kind of rehash how much we're fucking up this planet.
Yeah, and it'd be
very relevant with climate change.
I love that idea, but I also love like because that was made so long ago and the advancements we have made and we found out things that don't work.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
then Captain Planet admitting like wasn't the best idea. I admit I thought that would be the thing.
Also,
that's not the thing.
I would love to. I just want to see that green fucking mullet again, man. Like, I don't want them to like even like really like update, like modernize him. He needs to look like he's out of the goddamn 80s. Like,
dude, that would be awesome. Yeah, actually, like Jump to Captain Planet has just been missing this whole time.
Oh, dude, like a new 5 kids.
Yeah, but he pops out, but he still has a mentality of the 80s.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Yeah.
So like he's a time capsule. Mm-hmm. He basically just comes back into existence, but he hasn't aged. He hasn't changed from when he was initially created. So he's got the mullet. He's really into like, I don't know,
jazzercise.
Yeah, like. And he just and it'd be awesome too. God, that'd be so funny. And he would continuously be making references, kind of like a Michael Keaton from Other Guys.
Yeah.
Don't go chasing waterfalls, man.
What you
keep quoting? Yeah, like
I don't know. I have no
idea what you're talking about. Or like, and I'm like thinking like Back to the Future when he first goes to the past.
He goes heavy.
He goes, can I? Yeah, I'll get a tab. I can't give you a tab if you don't order anything.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Like shit like that.
I'll have a milk. Yeah. Like, all right. Yeah.
Like, okay.
No, but it's like also when he's like heavy and then Doc's like, what, is there something wrong with the gravitational pull in the future? Like, why is everything so heavy?
Oh my God, that'd be amazing. That'd be so funny. Because then you have the new kids for new audiences, but then you have us that remember it from back in the day and him making references to that time period.
It'd be interesting to see those kids maybe as adults passing the ring on to like a new generation as well. It is now on you to protect forest fires. Now we're turning into Smokey the Bear.
Hey, have him in it too. Fuck it. I like that a lot. I really got excited the idea that he was just like a time capsule. And he just like he's Fry. He woke up from being frozen for 30 years.
Everything just tastes blue right now.
I like that one. That's a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What's your number 4?
This one I'm kind of torn about because, and I'll get into it, but Spawn.
Because there is a new Spawn movie in the works that's being produced by Todd McFarlane, super hardcore. Yes.
But I don't know. Okay, like with Spawn for me is kind of like
God, that 90s cartoon was so good as it was.
That's what I'm saying though. I don't know how I feel about it because it's like if someone were to say, "Oh, they should remake the 90s Batman show."
Like,
no,
they already kind of did with a lot, like with the Batman and stuff like that.
But they didn't. But like that's a totally different thing. It's like the Batman 90s show. Like the Batman is fun. I've watched it.
Meh.
But it's not the lightning in a bottle that the 90s
Batman
one was.
the animated. Well, yeah, because there's a huge great lore behind that as well.
Yeah, and just the entire thing, being drawn on black paper.
I guess with the Spawn, what you're talking about, because that the animation style of the 90s Spawn show is like very much it's very much inspired by the comic itself.
Yeah.
But also the animation of that time was, like Batman animated series kind of had a little bit of that feel as well, not as gritty, obviously, or detailed.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I see, maybe it's just because I watched them kind of around the same time as a kid. I do see a connection of animation style with them. Maybe that's just because it's the 90s and what
it
like
could
art
do.
Style looked like at that time.
Especially for dark and gritty and
the
stuff
aesthetic
like that.
of that stuff.
Yeah, but it's just like...
But instead of a reboot, I feel like, because it got canceled, if I remember correctly, just continue doing it again. Just pick up where they left off.
There you go.
Because there's so much more Spawn lore.
There's so many characters that could come back.
Yeah.
Because when I was doing research on it, there was a bunch of stuff that they wanted to continue doing.
Because there was only 3 seasons, or 2.5 seasons.
Yeah, it's very short.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, actually, there you go. I'm not torn anymore.
And it's HBO.
Yeah, just pick it back up and continue doing
HBO,
it.
fucking hire us, man. We're here for you. We'll produce this shit. Kind of. I don't know. I'm learning how to produce right now.
We don't have any money.
Give me money. Let's start a Kickstarter for Spawn reboot. With no connection with anybody.
We could start a petition.
Yeah, there we go. You get 10,000 signatures.
I really think that would. I like what that helps with my torn thing, because it's like I don't want them to remake it, but I want it. You know what I mean? Like, I want more Spawn.
You want it bad?
I want it bad. Because even the 90s, I really like the Spawn movie. Like, I really do. It's not.
It's so bad. When's the last time you watched it?
I don't know.
It's not. It's remember how you were like Batman Forever and Batman Robin aren't that bad,
and then I watched them again. Batman Forever, I still like.
I mean, Batman Forever was fun, but it's not a good movie.
No. Well, that's the thing. I don't think Spawn's a good movie either. But I really liked the guy that I can't pronounce his name.
The guy that played Spawn?
No.
Oh, John Leguizamo?
Sparkle. Yeah, like him as the clown was great. Like, I didn't know that was
Vindicator.
him for years.
Yeah.
The Violator.
Violator, thank you.
Yeah, Violator.
Vindicator. That's Rick and Morty.
But yeah, so I like that. I would really like them to continue with Spawn, especially because everyone, from as far as I can tell, everyone that was in the original voice acting cast is still around.
Yeah.
So
like Keith David is like...
Yeah. You could bring everyone back and you could just continue it. And it would also... The animation now would be fucking insane.
Yeah. I mean, because like you'd even like keep in kind of like that style, but like there's a lot more
updates that have happened. So yeah, that's mine. I think Spawn. I think a continuation of Spawn is way overdue.
I like it.
Yeah, I would really like that.
All right,
that and bring Invaders in back while you're at it. Thank you very much.
Okay, I guess keeping with the dark theme from Spawn, but let's go back to being a kid. Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
Why'd you go to Panic at the Disco?
Dangerous. Because that's the theme.
Is that really?
Yeah. It's like, let's get dangerous.
No,
Darkwing Duck.
Haven't you ever heard of?
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like you were doing.
That's Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, so Darkwing Duck. It's about a duck.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like how SWAT Cats was a world where there's a bunch of cats. This world is now there are a bunch of ducks. It's in the same world, in the same universe of DuckTales.
And Ebenezer Scrooge. What was his name? What was the uncle's name? The rich uncle.
Scrooge Duck.
Scrooge Duck.
Yeah,
Really clever.
But apparently, like, I was looking in it, like, this is a article from Variety that was posted last year in November. There is a possible reboot that's in early development at Disney Plus with executive producers Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg. Like, they're producing a lot of shit, dude.
That's gonna be really good. I feel like that'd be really funny.
So this is like, I think this would be just.
I love him.
Seth Rogen?
I love him.
No, I want to. I don't smoke pot, but I think I would take a hit of his joint and have a panic attack to hang out with him.
Just to taste his lips.
Yeah, exactly. That was good.
Well, I don't really care for him that much as an actor. Like he's fine. Like
he's funny.
He's funny.
Yeah.
But like my favorite roles are always not when he's the main. Like I love him in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Just as a side character, he like has enough. Like he has a good like feel to him and like quickie moments. I just don't really like to watch him.
That's okay.
All the time, like
or like him in Superbad when he's the cop.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
like Knocked Up, like he's funny in, but I don't know. I like his like little fun little cameo roles that he does.
Where it's because when you're supporting, it's like he can like be a little bit more of a like just like background player and just make jokes.
Yeah,
the improver that he is.
The improver, you know. But it's like also just like any script he touches, like he's great.
Yeah,
he's really good at what he does. And
he's been writing since he was like 14.
Yeah, and I'm like, go you, man.
Yeah,
like,
he's awesome
for being like a huge stoner. Like I'm just like, you're doing great, man. You're doing good stuff.
Darkwing Duck, I think would be really. This is just I want to see. I think it'd be fun. I think the animation would be cool. Like. It's just, especially right now. I mean, I know there is like a huge, like, kind of oversaturated market of like superhero stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
But this is a little bit more like lighthearted. I mean, it'd be interesting to see it get a little like stay in the lightheartedness. And this is kind of like where like give it the Masters of Revelations, or Masters of the Universe Revelation treatment is keep it in the world that it is, and just make it still kid friendly, but have it be more mature, thought out, and like like a flushed out story being worked.
And Seth Rogen could do that very well.
Exactly,
where it would be could do very lighthearted, but also mature, like between the lines kind of thing.
Nothing like Sausage Party.
I feel like my head's gonna fall off.
Jesus Christ,
it's bad today. Like my head feels like it's detached. Not like Sausage Party, but I think that he could do a very good job of doing a lighthearted kids show, kind of like early SpongeBob.
Yeah,
with a lot of like between the lines adult humor.
Well, maybe but like SpongeBob was still kind of more like episode to episode, kind of like its own thing.
Oh, you mean like a full on continuation series?
Yeah.
I see what
something
you're
that has a full arc, multiple. Like you end an episode and you want to watch the next episode because like, well, I want to know what's happening next.
Not thing. Where every episode's basically its own reality.
Yeah,
and separated.
Mm-hmm.
Like
which is kind of what Darkwing Duck is, and even like Masters of the Universe Revelation, it like. Especially like it stays true to like each episode kind of has its like own moral and like own like lesson of some sort of like whatever like person they're helping in this town or whatever, but there's still like underneath that like that story of that the main characters learning something, there is still like the full story arc of like what their true adventure is, like being played through it as well.
Yeah. Huh. I like that. I would totally, especially if Seth Rogen. I'm down for that. That's a good one.
But yeah, it's been interesting. Like I actually, strangely, like the last couple of weeks, especially what I've been with me working with Taylor, there's some like weird like firing in my mind has like kind of like the idea of like writing stories. There's something synapses like happening where like things are starting to become more clear on like what needs to happen in a story that I'm writing, or like I'm just like it's like I feel like I leveled up. like I leveled up. I became a level 20 writer or something, you know?
Yeah, right on.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's my number 3.
So this would be my number 3.
Yeah, because you've already. What are the 2 that you shared already?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so distracted right now. My head.
Oh yeah, because you did Doug and Spawn.
Doug and Spawn. Okay. My next one, which is also kind of a weird one because it, in a sense, happened. I really would love to see a new Johnny Quest.
Which I feel weird about that.
Update it.
Not make it racist.
Yeah. I'm not like. Make him a clan brother. Like, no.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, no, update it because the principle of the show is great for a kid adventure story.
I think it'd be great to actually really like just flat out be honest with Johnny's dad and the bodyguard, have them actually be a couple.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, I say kind of happened because Venture Brothers.
But like Venture Brothers, it was more of like a satire on the idea of Johnny Quest.
Except for the fact that Johnny Quest characters are in it.
Yeah, but like that's also kind of like the satire, like making Johnny fucking insane.
If you don't like know this, if you haven't like really gotten into it,
it's only in the first 2 seasons that they really like kind of touch on that, and then once it's like done, it's done.
Yeah, but you do meet Brock's trainer, who is the bodyguard of Johnny,
which that's kind of like brushed over in later seasons because then you like. That entire that's late. We're not talking about Venture. We're talking about Johnny Quest.
And Johnny Quest has been stuck in a submarine alone for like 5 years,
and he's gone insane.
He's totally gone insane. But it's like I think just the premise of it alone is just really cool. It's I'm not gonna say that. I kind of want to say it now.
Your choice. What do you want?
It's basically it's like Bruce Wayne if only his mother died. Like
Jesus, if only the mother died. Like, oh my God,
father son billionaire go on these crazy adventures.
And Alfred is the fucking bodyguard.
Yeah. Like it's. I apologize. Sorry. But yeah. I totally got derailed by my own horrible comment. But yeah, that's my.
That's your number 3, Johnny Quest.
I think Johnny Quest would be cool, and I think, like you said, you can really modernize it, but keep it in that like
Johnny Quest. It was originally was it 60s? It was a 60s Hanna-Barbera, right, or was it 70s?
Like what was it set in?
The original.
Oh, 60s, I want to say,
because there was a reboot
of 89.
Oh, was there some stuff in 89? There was a reboot in like the 2000s where I'm
thinking of Johnny Test.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Johnny Quest. Because I remember watching it on Cartoon Network, and like the animation style was more 3D-ish. It was like computer animated more, actually.
Oh, weird. I don't know about that.
It didn't last very long
because they probably didn't do the updates to it that they needed to do.
Yeah, no.
I think today, especially how careful and everyone is very.
It would be. I think that would be a fun live act. There would be. You could do a fun live action adaptation of that.
Oh my God, that'd be cool. But like in a Doom Patrol kind of feel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There you go. Do a kind of Doom Patrol kind of feel with
call it Quest.
Yeah, just call it Quest. I like that.
Netflix, are you listening?
I like that. That would be cool. Yeah,
Netflix, give us money.
Is that weird? I'm really thinking Doom Patrol feel.
Yeah, I totally see what you're saying. Yeah,
that'd be really cool. There you go. Yeah, man, you're helping me really flush out because these are all things that I was like, I don't know what you would. That's what I was saying to do on the phone. I'm like, I don't know what you would do with it, but I think it needs its time to shine. Am I becoming the new Seth Rogen? And really flush out all the, don't make Johnny the focal point.
Yeah.
Get everyone really fleshed out story arcs and character development. Yeah, that'd be cool. And just go, and have it set like in the 60s and have them like steampunk giant robots and alien UFO World of Worlds. You know what I mean? Really lean into that art style with everything. That'd be cool. All right, that's mine. Johnny Quest. Make it happen. I have spoken.
So my number 2, which it kind of did already have a reboot in 2011.
Trying to remember what you told me over the phone.
Thundercats.
Right.
Thundercats was one of my favorite shows as a kid. Thunder. Thighs. Thundercats.
Thighs. Thunder thighs. That would be again. In 2011,
there was a canceled reboot that I want to say it was airing on Cartoon. Yeah, it was on to Cartoon Network. Toonami.
Sorry, I just like that. It was like, it was already kind of reboot. Yeah, 10 years ago.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is like with its reboot, it was already in this kind of like world of like how they did the Masters of the Universe Revelation. Well, Masters of the Universe Revelation is technically a continuation of the original He-Man series, which also, if you guys are interested in watching that Masters of the Universe show I'm talking about, Kevin Smith is the story editor on it, and kind of like the leading the executive producer.
Happy birthday to him too.
Oh yeah, happy birthday! He
just had a birthday.
He also is the writer of this Dark Horse comic book series of He-Man Masters of the Universe Revelation, which is the prequel to the Netflix show.
Yes. So
if you're interested, get it all, buy it all, man. You support.
Is it Dark Horse?
Yes, Dark Horse.
That's weird.
What?
They're part of the DC umbrella.
Just
interesting. Because since they're Dark Horse, you could have like a Hellboy crossover.
That's true. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just like, you could actually cross over a lot of stuff.
Constantine.
Yeah, Constantine. Yeah. I really need a Constantine Hellboy thing. That'd be
with He-Man.
You just show.
Yeah. Why not?
You just
Skeletor. They're fighting Skeletor.
No, they're just like Constantine and Hellboy are fighting.
I'll fight you now.
they're like across from each other and they're about to like fight, and then you just hear, "I have the power." Constantine's like, "What the fuck is that?"
That's good. I like that. But yeah, okay. Thundercats. So in 2011 there was a reboot, and they kind of
remember the animation being pretty cool.
In the 2011 one.
Yeah, I remember it being pretty crisp looking.
It was good, and also it was darker, or I wouldn't say dark, but like more flushed out. Like the characters had like they had like depth, and they actually had arcs, and like it was about. I mean,
what's the girl's name?
Chitara.
I remember. Is that her name?
Yeah.
I remember people really liking her. I never watched it, but I remember people being like, Chitara's pretty fucking rad.
No, yeah, she was a badass.
Yeah, like they made her really
I mean, she was a
cool.
badass in the original show, but like they really leaned into like some like, feminine power.
Yeah, like I remember a lot of good things about her.
Mm-hmm. Well, even like Tigra, Panthro. Are you realizing these names as I'm saying them?
So lazy.
Liono.
Never dawned on me. He's a lion. What are we gonna call him? Liono. You need to stop doing cocaine.
I mean, Liono. I mean, because they kind of mentioned it a little in the original series, because he is like Liono is technically a child, but he was like he was put into like a frozen stasis for, or no, I forget exactly how it works now. I forgot what happened, but he's technically 10 years old, but then he like becomes an adult. Like overnight.
Oh, okay. I'm like in a Shazam way, kind of like
not like how He-Man or Shazam is, where it's like he has the sword powers. And then he turns it. It's like no, it's like he has the mind. He has the mind of his, because he's only 11. He's technically only 11, but he has the body of an adult cat.
It just dawned on me, Shazam's kryptonite's really fucking stupid.
What I can't remember what it is.
You say his name.
Well, he says his name.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. He can't just say he just can't say his name.
No, but I'm pretty sure I've seen comics like he's been like hand in hand with somebody, and like if you're touching him and you say it.
Oh,
interesting. I think I've seen
Shazam! God damn it!
Fuck,
stop doing this!
Stop doing that! It just dawned on me. I'm like, he doesn't seem really hard to beat. Anyways,
but I mean, so yeah, there was already. If anything, I guess. I wouldn't mind them to continue that 2011.
Just another
because it got canceled. It was one that got canceled, and I don't know why. Like it,
well, actually, what
I think it was just too early. It was too early for a time for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm thinking, like especially with we might get a whole bunch of this stuff happening because of Masters of the Universe. Mm-hmm. The producers that did, like, if this does well,
Kevin Smith could like start really Which also, what's really interesting, I do want to point out with Masters of the Universe, it's got a lower rating on IMDb, but also on Rotten Tomatoes, critics like 93% on the tomato meter, whatever.
Yeah.
But then audience is like 23. Like people, because it's since Tila is more the main character right now in this part one. People, like a lot of fans are like, oh, why you gotta, like, literally I was reading comments like, why do you gotta force this feminist like propaganda down my throat all the time? Why can't we just have like men be the heroes still? Like, can't men just have their own like heroes still? I'm like, can you like appreciate the writing of this show, please? Like, this is like, critics are like, this is great, it's fresh, it stays in the world, and like it's fun, and it's like, and it's awesome. And then people are like, no, it's not He-Man because it's following Tila. Oh, I'm like, fuck you. It's like it's a good show.
Fuck you.
It's a great show, and it's great for fucking girls to fucking feel like they can be heroes too. Okay.
Yeah.
I went from Thundercats to a feminist rant.
Well, it's just like it's the whole thing. It's like, I mean, Wonder Woman got the same kind of flack for it, and it's just kind of like it's so. No, never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
So yeah, what's What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Real Monsters.
Oh, Real Monsters. I'm a fucking nerd.
I also, real quick, before actually we get into it, that weird little moment of mine, I totally agree with what you're saying. I was just going to make a really fucked up joke.
Oh.
That if there's any confusion, 100% agree, like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That having women and
Tommy's a feminist too. We get it.
And I was going to say something against the. It was gonna offend a lot of people, so I decided to not say.
Okay, you don't want to offend people. Let's talk about All Real Monsters.
But I agree with everything that you said. Okay. I just want to make that clear. All Real Monsters. I was thinking about this, and again was like, I think it would be cool live action, mainly in the
live action.
Yeah, because I think it'd be kind of cool in the Detective Pikachu sense of seeing these creatures real, and then I was kind of like, well. How did I describe it? I was talking about it to Fallon, and I was like, I kind of want them to do like a Monsters, Inc.
Okay, I could see that
feel to it.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, then you're just ripping off Monsters, Inc. I'm like,
I'm sorry, Monsters, Inc. ripped off All Real Monsters.
Yeah, and also then I was followed with, and also everything's a rip off of something.
It's
so
true, yeah.
whatever. But I think it'd be very interesting to like, have this scary persona that they do out in the world, and then just really, and they did it in the original show.
Yeah.
But really lean into making these monsters very human.
What were the 3? There was Crumb, Oblina, and Icarus. Right?
Was that his name? You've just been saying Icarus a lot. You brought up Icarus and Splice. You brought it up as another character's name that you couldn't remember.
I mean, I'm pretty sure his name is Icarus.
Let's find out.
Real Monster. What was the theme?
I don't remember. I don't really remember this.
It was an instrumental that then ended with the scream, Real Monsters. Icus. Okay, I was close.
Obelina and then Crumb.
Yeah,
I liked
Crumb.
Icus.
Crumb was one of my favorites.
I liked Icus because I liked that.
He was kind of like the central in a lot of ways.
Well, I liked his power.
Oh, how he would like grow and
he got angry. He was a Hulk.
Yeah,
and I
like that Crumb was stinky.
I like angry characters.
And also Crumb's eyes when he would roll his eyes, like he was walking around holding his eyes.
His voice was good.
Yeah, he had like the weird like
kind of deep. And yeah. Oh, and then Obelina, her voice was awesome too. She kind of like talked like a snake.
Oh yeah,
she kind of like a.
She had like a snake. I mean, because she was like a candy cane,
an eel kind of thing. Yeah, she kind of had like a to her.
Do you remember what their teacher's name was?
Holy shit! Yeah, this is so fucking Monsters, Inc.
Yeah,
it's so hard.
It's more Monsters University, but
yeah. But so. What do you think? Just like maybe an update on live action? Or
I don't think live action would work because it's so much of a monstrous world, you know?
Okay, then all right. Then Jimmy Neutron CG. Not animated.
I feel I can't. I would have to see some like mock-ups because in my mind, what I'm thinking looks really bad. What I'm seeing in my mind's eye, I don't think would look good.
Well, I was thinking CG because I just randomly, and made me just play Valhalla, I rewatched Beowulf. Mm-hmm. And a very hyper-realistic...
Well, I guess like it also depends how real of a world... Like, what is the narrative of this new Real Monsters? Is it like going into a Riverdale feel? Is it staying in its like kid format? What is this reboot doing?
What is the point?
Yeah,
that you're trying to make with it?
Because if you're just trying to do All Real Monsters again, you might as well just do it as like Thundercats Roar or Teen Titans Go.
Oh God, don't ever say that. Take it back.
I put it out there.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I remember really enjoying it. I mean, you could do a body positivity.
Yeah. I mean, and that's actually kind of like there is like a big thing of acceptance of like the absurd in the show already.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, that would just have to be like part of the theme of it and whatnot as well, regardless.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really,
it's also like, I try to stay away from a lot of these like Nickelodeon shows for remakes because I feel like as the way that they live and exist now are actually like perfect. Like Hey Arnold, I would like to see a continuation maybe of Hey Arnold. I don't want to have them remake Hey Arnold.
What if they did like a like an all grown up kind of thing to it.
Of Hey Arnold?
Yeah.
Yeah, continuation.
I mean, the older.
Yeah, see, get them in high school, see Arnold and Helga maybe dating.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like
first, very quickly, I thought of Rocco's and I was like, no, fucking touch that.
I mean, Rocco, they've already just done like continuations with Rocco's Modern Life anyway. Like
they did it like a little special. Like
exactly.
Animaniacs, you know, they just did like a modern take on it. But that was it.
Exactly.
Leave it.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave it alone.
And I feel like that would probably be maybe the best thing for maybe All Real Monsters as well. Unless actually it'd be cool to maybe see them as adult monsters. Maybe Ickis is now teaching.
Oh, kind of do like a Scrubs.
Or Scrubs or a Naruto, like older, not like, you know what I mean?
Last Airbender.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. All Real Monsters.
Like what would you call it? Real monsters. What would the
Monsters Get Real? Adult Monsters.
Speaking of Rule 34, I don't know. That was, in all honesty, I just that was like the first one that came to mind. I didn't really think about it too much, but I just remember really enjoying the show, and I like what you said about really leaning into the absurdity. Mm-hmm. That would be really fun. Another show like that where it's very just absurd.
I mean, you could do like a weird like All Real Monsters remake and really lean into the adult part of it and make it like a weird Ren and Stimpy.
That would be that's not a bad idea. Actually, yeah. Do
like make it more like Rick and Morty style.
Yeah, do
humor.
All Real Monsters for adults in a Ren and Stimpy kind of style of
maybe
just
the
like humor.
Gross, like
You could, because I remember that would work.
Yeah, okay.
I like that. Yeah, let's go with that. I would like them to make
adult real.
We're old. That'd be cool.
Listen to my nostalgia. I am an adult that likes gross stuff.
But it's just like I kind of goes into like what I was saying about like Incredibles 2 too. They're not what I really the fan base. I know that they want new youthful clientele basically. But it's like, I'm sure if you were to take some of these and then you just made them for the people that initially watched them that are now in their 30s.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things like that happening, but yeah.
But like that, like I think 100% people would watch it. Yeah. Like, oh shit. Like that's
100% Masters of the Universe Revelation.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, kids can still watch it and enjoy it, but it's the continuation and it's good writing, and 30-year-olds are like, this is awesome. This is fun to watch.
Yeah. You want to go into our last one?
Yeah, and this is our number one, because we have the same number one, and we've talked about it a little bit, but I don't know how it hasn't happened.
So real quick though, so everyone knows too, I called him the other day and was just like, hey, what is on your list? That way we don't have too many repetitions because we're very like-minded. And the only one that we had sharing.
Well, I immediately was like, I know we have this. This one is definitely both on our lists.
So we have not talked about what we want to do with it.
Yes, and it is 100% Gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
Oh, so I started rewatching it on Disney Plus the other day.
It's pretty bad.
And dude, there's still what? God damn, I can't remember his name. The
billionaire.
Yeah.
Xantos.
No, pull up the stuff. But he literally, like it's even described as like Shakespearean-esque, like a writing and whatnot, and like of dialogue and stuff, because he said like literally you would expect this out of a Shakespeare play is you pay a man enough and he will walk through hell for you.
Xantos, yeah, David Xantos. It's not. Yeah. Sorry.
Like that is so Shakespearean. Like, and it's such a fucking evil.
I feel like you
bad guy thing.
You just sent that to me.
I saw
not too long ago,
because I saw that a while ago and I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. And then I was watching it and I heard him say it and I was like, that is fucking Shakespearean. Holy shit.
That's a dark ass line for Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I was like, damn. Well,
Cartoon
it was
Network,
ABC, right? ABC, because it was Disney. It's always been a Disney product.
I forgot this was Disney.
Yeah, it's always been a Disney product.
The writing for that show, there's some moments. The best way I can describe the writing for the dialogue sometimes is make sure to dot your T's and cross your I's.
Yeah,
because they just say things like
they're a little bit backwards.
Yeah, they're just
a little
off.
flipped. Yeah,
yeah, like you're like, what? That's not how that phrase goes.
But so this is definitely a show that I think could get a live action treatment, and like produced by like HBO or Netflix.
I would not want to see anything but live action because I would love to see the gargoyles alive.
Yeah.
Like actually real flesh creatures.
This is also another Keith David.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
He was Goliath.
Yeah. Weird. I didn't think about that. Hey, Keith David, you got a big roster coming up, okay, bud?
Yeah, right?
I need you to do all this stuff for me, sir.
Stop working for Rick and Morty.
Oh, is he the president?
Yeah.
He's the president, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I was like,
He does a multitude of voices for Dan Harmon. Him and Dan Harmon are friends.
Oh, really?
He's in season 6 of Community.
Oh, yeah, he is, huh?
Yeah.
I never watched season 6.
Oh, really?
I really fall off like episode 3, and I'm just like, ugh.
It's kind of hard season to get through, but I will say the finale
I don't think I've ever seen the series finale.
It is one of the best series finales of a TV show I've ever watched.
Okay, then I'll
because it's very much aware of the show that it's on.
I'm on season 6 right now.
Yeah,
so I'll finish it.
Get pushed through.
Just push through it. Yeah, but like my biggest thing too, I like the idea of what you said and make this an HBO because I would like it to be violent.
It needs to be dark. It needs to be violent,
gritty.
I mean, yeah, I think because it's already kind of like dark. It's already. I mean, it was definitely a kid's show, when you're watching it, but it has that gothic.
It has the potential.
Yeah,
like you could turn it dark very easily. Mm-hmm. Like something that I would really like to see is the gargoyles battling with their animal instincts.
Interesting.
So
I don't know how much they have of those though.
Like killing people?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, their whole premise is to protect humans.
Not all of them.
Oh, you mean like all you would? So would you want? Well, okay. So there's the only gargoyles that exist in the modern time are them, except for like maybe a handful of few that come back.
Goliath's brother and his girlfriend.
Yeah,
want to kill humans.
Yes,
100%.
Yes,
her eyes are the only ones that turn red.
But not at first. But when the flashbacks, when you go back to when they were at the castle, the castle.
You mean the movie?
No, like the first couple episodes.
It's a movie.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a movie, and then they turn it episodically.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was a movie.
Yeah, when they travel back in.
It's like
when they travel. I'm talking about like flashbacks when they're remembering the castle. Because there's when they travel in time. I guess that's part of the movie the whole
David
movie, Xanato.
The whole movie is their betrayal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That the movie's their
because
betrayal.
their whole creed was to protect the humans of this castle.
Yeah. No, but like a big plot point too is what is his girlfriend's name?
Yeah. I thought you were bringing up the characters' names, not just this premise on.
Well, I was trying to find Xantos' name fast. Demona. So like even like Demona is when you first meet her, she is struggling with this.
Yeah.
That's
right. Yeah.
Goliath is always the focal point of this is what we do. This is our purpose. She's struggling with like, why are we adhering to the humans? Kind of a Blade where the higher creature.
Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I know he's done a lot of like voice acting and whatnot, but I didn't expect him to be.
He makes more gargoyles.
Oh.
In a sense, they're like it's like a splicing hybrid thing. But it's just like with.
Who's Angela?
Girl Goliath.
Interesting. Wait.
She shows up later on in the series. I can't remember what her whole deal is.
Wow, I need to watch all of this.
But it's like, I think what I mean by like struggling with the animal instincts is like they're gargoyles. They
want to be their monster instincts then?
They don't know their own strength kind of thing. Goliath has like a restraint problem.
Okay. Like, well, maybe like a hot-tempered,
like.
Well, he's not like that would kind of ruin his character a little bit because he is supposed to be super level-headed.
Yeah, no, but he has moments, and even in the animated show, he has moments of like with the whole Cold Stone situation, like a lapse in judgment because Cold Stone's conflicted and all this kind of stuff. But actually, what's kind of interesting is like, you'd have to get Keith David again to be Goliath. You can't not have Keith David. It's like James Earl Jones not being Darth Vader. Like, nah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it would definitely be a show where a lot more like motion actors possibly within like with the voice, kind of like a Doom Patrol. How my friend Riley
is the body actor.
Is the body of Robot Man, and Brendan Fraser is Robot Man.
Andy Serkis would be Lexington, that's for sure. Or actually,
Andy Serkis could be fucking any of them.
He could be all of them.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think of really HBO dark gritty kind of drama.
Yeah.
But I think live action.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Live action. It'd just be super cool. Who would be a good David Xanatos to play? Who would be that? Robert Downey Jr.? No, he's too likable.
Too close.
He's too likable.
No, but it's also, I don't know, maybe make him an evil Tony Stark, basically.
I mean, he kind of is an evil Tony Stark.
That's what I'm saying, though. But I'm like, is that too on the nose?
Yeah, I think it might be too on the nose. There can be somebody better.
Pascal?
Peter Pascal?
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be fun. That'd be good. I could see that.
Right? I could see him doing that very well, especially after his Wonder Woman.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of somebody that has more like a rectangular face, though. Kind of like, well, Robert Downey Jr. has a very,
Robert Downey Jr.
sharp feature.
Yeah, I like that. It's just it's too on the nose.
I'm saying like not Robert Downey. Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is too on the nose, but it's like
young Val Kilmer.
All I can see when you say young Val Kilmer, all I think of is him as been Bruce Wayne.
Another billionaire.
Yeah.
But like I could see like
I don't know. Well, that's the thing to think about. I mean, this would be a fun for that casting thing that I was talking about.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, dream. Oh yeah. Let's work on that and do dream casting. But that's also kind of hard though because there's so few humans.
I mean, for like maybe even like
the voices.
Yeah. So especially now that like a lot more like famous actors are getting cast for voice acting and stuff.
Well, and it's beautiful too. Well, the voice acting too is beautiful. You don't need to worry about age.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like
Hudson.
Donald Sutherland is Hudson.
Is Donald Sutherland still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
He does. He does orange juice commercials.
Well, he's not doing much then. So
he's got the time. But like, right? Like,
yeah,
he'd be a good Hudson. You know, and you don't have to worry about. Oh well, no, like
Clancy Brown.
I'm sure he's in this somewhere.
Probably, but he would be a great Hudson.
Oh, I was gonna say, hey, the guy that does Patrick's voice could be Broadway. It is the guy that does Bill. Yeah,
so he can still do Broadway.
Yeah.
Actually, there would be maybe a couple of these, like just. Well, I mean, obviously Keith David has to be Goliath. Has to.
I wonder too. That'd be interesting. It would be really cool, like to get to keep with the nostalgia thing. Get all the original people that did the voices,
or who can.
Like, I mean, Tim Curry, not anymore. He's alive. Sadly, he's alive, but he suffered a stroke.
Yeah, he can't really talk. He can't really move.
Yeah, he still produces stuff. He's still out there, dude.
Yeah, no, I mean
but it's like it'd be very interesting to keep the nostalgia factor of all these like iconic voices, but then if you made the material so much darker, that'd be very interesting because it would like. Be very intriguing because story, but there'd be the kid in you being like Goliath saying fuck. You know?
Right?
Like I don't know. It'd just be I would love to hear Keith David say fuck as Goliath. That'd be cool.
Fuck Batman. Sorry, I was just thinking about Titans now. Yeah, I think that'd be great. I think we should also be wrapping up soon.
Okay. But yeah, those are our little wish lists of things that we would like. It's only 3 seasons.
Yeah, it's very short.
Weird.
I know, it feels like they're like it's like when you were a kid, you didn't realize how many reruns you were really watching.
Yeah, like Gargoyles was around for a decade. What are you talking about? No, it wasn't. You just were rewatching for a decade.
Well, and also, I mean, the concept of time as a child is just like so much different, and we only have a memory of what that concept was. We don't because we can't go back in time to understand the concept of time, which is a construct.
I'm gonna backtrack for a second.
Okay. Sorry.
This could be animated. I'm thinking about it now.
It could be, but I think a live action would be fun.
It would be cool. Live action would be cool, but even just with the animation's kind of dated, you know, it's a kind of dated feel. I feel like if you were to, like if Taco Bell can make a commercial like that, real quick, on Hulu, there's a Taco Bell commercial. I mean, I'm sure it's everywhere, but I was watching it.
I still haven't seen it.
Dude, I was watching it and I was like, what the fuck? This is like a really cool like Gundam animated show. I'm totally going to watch this. What is it? It's a fucking Taco Bell commercial. They have no right making a commercial that fucking cool. Okay?
That's so good.
It was for nacho fries. Oh my God. I was viscerally upset by it. Like, I want to watch the show. I want to watch this show. It was
just wait. There's going to be a season of nacho fries.
Yeah, right? It was like Gundam, but it was like pastel color, really bright. It was really fucking cool.
So funny.
I was so angry.
But I mean, yes, it could be animated because especially in thinking about Invincible, you know? I mean, Invincible's kind of this art style,
but like updated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And also very adult and very violent. Also, I've been seeing a lot of screen captures of the comics. There's a lot of sex in the comics. Like, no nudity, but like it's very sexual.
Really? Interesting. Yeah, actually, that's go Amazon. Well, this is Disney. They're never going to give it up. Disney, follow Amazon and do a... No, that sucks, though.
And it's Disney?
Yeah, because it's like, I feel like there's so many more, like,
never going to give it up. Never going to let it go.
Never going to update it and make it cool. Yeah, man, that's a bummer. I didn't realize that. Because,
there's been, like, I was trying to do research on if there was a reboot of this possibly happening. And... there's never, it's always not, it's just like the most recent thing that ever came out is like a new Gargoyles like board game came out.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you want to make this? Go ahead. Give us $6 billion. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Fuck you, Disney.
So anyways, that's our wish list of things that will now be forever not happening.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't know. Maybe some of these might at some point. Oh, I don't know.
I'm sure that a Disney producer is going to be listening to this and be like, they're onto something.
I mean, that'd be awesome. Fuck you, Disney, but give us money.
Just put our name on it.
Inspired. Put a bird on it.
Inspired by TJ's mixtape.
Yeah, I think. Those. I like our list.
Yeah, that was actually. I really like that we were able to talk about it and help me flesh out what exactly I want to do.
Yeah, that was, and it was. I mean, I was just like, that was a fun talk.
Yeah, that was good.
I think we need to get going.
And if you guys have any,
please
we'd love to hear from you.
Suggestions, things that you think would be cool.
We would love to hear from you. Please.
Yeah. There's an email. You can comment on our Instagram, comment on our Facebook.
Yeah, all the fun stuff.
Share with it. Be involved. Talk to me. I am lonely.
Well, this is Tommy.
This is Jacob.
This is Tommy and Jacob's mixtape.
Bye. Latest.